6A baseball tournament here on KSLSports.com. We've got our second elimination game, this one between the 4-seed Riverton Silverwolves and the 9-seed Jordan Beetdiggers. Trevor Allen, Taylor Morris here with you. And Taylor, Jordan coming off of a loss to American Fork yesterday afternoon. And then Riverton, it got ugly late in that game, but it was also great defense as they lost to Lehigh.
Yeah, I think both teams struggled to hit the ball yesterday and score some runs. So I think both teams are trying to get back in the score column for runs and get some runs on the board. I think that they both had their own challenges with pitching as well. So I think they both wish they could have played better yesterday. So I think that it gives them another chance to get back to the ballpark now and try to play better and move on and avoid going home.
So what they try to do in bracket play is give every team an opportunity to at least bat in the bottom of the inning to be the designated home team. So since Riverton was last night and Jordan was the visiting team, they will now swap. So Riverton will bat in the top of the inning, and Jordan will bat in the bottom. So go ahead and give us the Riverton Silverwolves batting order, Taylor.
All right. So batting for Riverton first, playing shortstop, we got McCade Ortiz. Batting second, playing center field, we got Gage Zulo. Batting third and playing first base, we got Bryce Mountier. Batting fourth and playing left field, we got Cohen Allred. Batting fifth and DHing, we got Rocky Downs. Batting sixth and playing right field, we got Ryder Sand. Batting seventh and playing third base, we got Braden Gillespie. Batting eighth and playing second base, we got Jagger Mozingo. Batting ninth and playing catcher, we got Kempson Pack. And then pitching, we got Boston Hatch.
And then while we're waiting for Riverton to come to the plate, go ahead and give us Jordan's batting order.
Yeah, so leading off, we got, and playing first base, we got Dallin Mulder. Batting second and playing left field, we got Beckham Livingston. Batting third and pitching, we got Cade Carter. Batting fourth and playing second base, we got Isaac Salazar. Batting fifth and DHing, we got CJ Sumner. Batting sixth and playing right field, we got Jaden Montoya. Batting seventh and playing third base, we got Gage Nalder. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, we got Aiden Thurgood. And batting ninth and catching, we got Easton Wortman. And we got Joey Peak on the mound. Joey Peak playing center field. I apologize.
What are you looking for here? I mean, obviously it's elimination. Both these teams coming off of losses. It's win or go home now for this side of the bracket. And the winner will take on the loser of tonight's nightcap between American Fork and Lehigh.
Yeah, so I think just like the last game, kind of what we talked about, I mentioned earlier in that game that it felt like it was going to be a low-scoring game. Obviously, Mountain Ridge ended up putting 8 on there, but I think the biggest thing that they're looking for is just a good start of the mound, not falling behind. You know, the teams that have come and won this game, these games mainly have gotten ahead early. That's what Mountain Ridge did. They took control of the game early. So I think that's what they're looking to do: stay aggressive on the mound, no walks, no hit by pitches, letting your defense help you. And then getting the bats hot early, maybe try to steal some runs early is kind of what I'm looking for from a team who's going to pull this out today.
All right, leading off, McCade Ortiz. Going up against Cade Carter, who's pitching. Out shallow. And it's a little bit deeper in center field, but either way, it's out number 1. On the fly out.
That's exactly what Jordan's looking for, and I think Riverton's looking for a different start than that. They did a lot last night. They swung a lot of first and second pitches, a lot of rollovers, a lot of weak fly balls. I think they need to make harder contact today, stay more patient, help drive these counts a little deeper.
Ball 1 to start here for Gage Zulo. Here's the pitch. Grounder to second. Over to first. And out number 2.
And this game is starting exactly how it did for Riverton last night, where they're swinging early in the count and making weak contact. Hopefully it's something they can make an adjustment and making some harder contact, but also staying a little more patient.
Bryce Mountier, the first baseman, come to the plate. And strike 1, that one painted the corner.
Well, off speed for a strike. It's always a good sign when we can throw that curveball for a strike.
And that'll be a base hit for Mountier. And he's got a single with 2 outs, which will now bring Cohen Allred to the plate.
Ball 1 up.
Here for Allred. 1 on, that's Mountier. That one, ball 2. Checks over at first. Into right field. Catch is made, and that'll end the inning. 1 hit, 1 stranded, no errors, no runs. We're through the top half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first with Jordan coming to the plate here on KSLSports.com. Leading off for the Beetdiggers is Dallin Mulder. He's playing first base. And then Beckham Livingston and the pitcher Cade Carter batting third here in the order. As they still continue the warm-ups. We'll get the numbers on the pitcher, the stats for the pitchers here shortly. Now Mulder will step into the box.
It's one way to get a strike is, hit him in on his hands and hit the bat.
Definitely is a way. That one ball. So 1-1 the count. That one is above the Marriott Center as well. Not quite to outer space, Taylor.
Don't
Calm
ask
down.
me. You know what I'm going to say.
That one's in center field for out number 1.
I think it's subjective. I think it could be to the moon if I wanted to be, That's just the way I see it. Good start for Boston getting that first out. That's always a crucial out. Get that first out of the ball game. Don't want to fall behind here as you weren't able to get any runs for you. So just got to. Oh, he's hoping to throw up another 0 here for him.
So Livingston. 0-1. Here's the delivery. Chopper to second. Picked up and over to first for out number 2.
Nice play there by Mozingo. Way to stay down on the ball. I mean, even on turf, you still got to make sure that, you see it into the gloves. So that's what he did. It's still a tough play moving like that. So it was a nice play to get him out at first.
Hatch just a sophomore. As it's pitcher versus pitcher right now. Cade Carter at the plate for Jordan. Well, after this pitch, we'll get Hatch's numbers. Fouled off. 9 appearances, 1 save, 4-0 record, 1.57 ERA for a sophomore. That's pretty impressive.
Tells you what kind of pitcher he's going to be for the rest of his high school career.
35 and 2/3 innings pitched, 28 hits, 15 runs, 8 of them earned, 17 walks, 29 strikeouts, 1 home run allowed, as that will be out number 3 over to first base. And also he's faced 154 batters coming into today, and that will end the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning, and we will go to the top of the second after this here on KSLSports.com. Rocky Downs will lead off here for the Silverwolves, the 5, 6, 7 hitters. And then it'll be Ryder Sand and Braden Gillespie if we get to the 4th batter.
What a bunt. What a bunt.
And a bunt. Just like that, a leadoff bunt for a single for Rocky Downs.
And what a bunt. Perfect bunt right in between all 3, the pitcher, catcher, and third baseman. There's not really much you can do about that. So that's a good way to get the team fired up and just to find a way on base. And we talked about just getting on base. That's what Mountain Ridge did, right? They just found a way to get on base to start, whether it's a walk or hit, and that led to success with them scoring 8 runs. So it's a good start for Riverton here.
Chopper to third, overthrows second base. So he'll reach on an error. Is Ryder Sand.
That's the other thing about the teams
So
that
an E5
have played well is they haven't made the errors. So they got to start cleaning those up, or it's going to, those mistakes are going to cause you to lose out on some of those runs you're going to give up.
Braden Gillespie is at the plate with runners on the corners, no outs. Let's go ahead and take a look at Cade Carter's numbers. There's a different, on Max Preps they have him as number 24. I'm guessing it's the senior that's Cade Carter. Get his numbers after this pitch. 14 appearances, 1 save, 1-2 record, 2.32 ERA. And also 45 and 1/3 innings pitched, 45 hits, 18 runs, 15 earned, 6 walks, 31 strikeouts, 1 home run allowed, 190 batters faced coming into today. Now one's fouled off for strike 1.
That's probably going to do a
It
job.
looks like that's going to drop. Oh, what a diving catch made. And they're going to say
He
out.
gets doubled off.
That was by Isaac Salazar and a double play.
That cannot happen.
My goodness, what a play that was.
Yeah, what an incredible layout dive. Tough part of the kid on first base. He wants to get that extra lead to try to get to second, but you got to stay close enough just in case that's caught.
Well, not only that, but the fact that Salazar knew there was a guy at first and that he made that diving catch. Some guys are like, oh, I got the catch. We're good.
Yeah,
but then he went out, turned and fired it at first and got the out.
Exactly.
So the double play, 2 outs now.
Now it puts this inning in a whole different position where, you were at first and second, 0 outs. You got 2 outs now. You're just 1 out away, right? As a pitcher, that feels nice. It's like, hey, my guy's made a play for me. Makes my job a little easier.
That one's over to the shortstop for a quick little grab, or as Taylor likes to say, a duck fart.
A little duck fart there. Those are only for hits, though.
Yeah. Well, it would have been a duck fart if the shortstop wasn't there.
That's true.
Anywho, that is the end of the inning. It's still scoreless as we head to the top of the third here on KSLSports.com.
Why would you
Isaac Salazar will lead us off here in the bottom of the second inning, and I just want to point out, yesterday Taylor was giving me crap for saying the wrong inning and all that stuff, and I finally went off of his computer, and this time he was wrong.
But
so I'm calling you out. So it is not the top of the third.
And
Taylor's the one who screwed me up on that one. So it's his fault.
I'm going to continue to deny it. That it wasn't my fault. But, no, I'll accept ownership there. I made one mistake. That's on me.
It's the only mistake that you've made in 2 days.
I apologize to listeners. I'll be better.
I hope so. No, if you were tuning into any of the games yesterday, you probably noticed I had trouble with the scoreboard here in the ballpark. So I finally just started going off of Taylor's, because Taylor's the one controlling the one here on the stream and doing a great job at that until just now. But Isaac Salazar will lead us off. The 4, 5, 6 hitters. C.J. Sumner, the designated hitter, and Jaden Montoya, the right fielder, are due up. And if we get to a fourth batter, Gage Nalder. Strike one. One the count. Sent to right field, and the catch is made by Ryder Sand for out number 1.
A lot of the outfielders have been making a lot of good plays today. Over the shoulder, in the gaps. Been impressed with the speed and just the ability to catch the ball on the run.
Yeah, the defenses have been really good so far here in the early going. Some great catches, some great plays being made in the field of play. Which also means some great hits, just better defense, as they say.
Exactly. Sometimes it's just, hey, that's a good swing. Some games that's a hit, some games it's not. Unfortunately tonight for them, it's not a hit.
C.J. Sumner, the designated hitter. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. Just past the pitcher for a base hit. As it is driven into center field. So a 1-out single. And that's the first hit of the ball game for the Beetdiggers. Now Montoya with Gage Nalder in the on-deck circle. Or just next to the on-deck circle. Ball 1.
Just a guess, but I don't think Sumner's going. He's wearing a knee brace. Maybe he's faster with that thing on. I don't know. Maybe it's a decoy. You know, I wonder what Riverton's thinking. How
talk about the chess match here.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, maybe it's just a precaution. Maybe he is really fast with it, but
who's playing chess and who's playing checkers?
Exactly. It's part of the game they're playing, which I love if they're playing a game. Look at trying to bunt for a hit there. Not a bad idea.
Montoya, 2-1 count. Hatch on the mound. Here's the pitch. That one's inside and high. Ball 3. So a hitter's count here for Montoya. And, they call a strike. I'm not an umpire, so I'm not even going to comment on if that was or not. And I don't even want to pretend to be one.
Montoya didn't think it was one, but now he's just got to battle up here.
What'd you think?
It's so hard to tell from up here, and I don't want to make the umpires look bad, so I have no idea.
I'm sure people will appreciate that.
They're better at their job than I am, so I'm just going to say that I think he made the right call every time.
Well, either way, it's an out on that payoff pitch. Going into right field. Second time that a ball has been driven to right field here in this inning. So Ryder Sand getting some work put in right field.
He's probably saying, hey, hit me one more. I'd like all three.
Gage Nalder, strike one. And if we get to that point, the 8-hitter is Aiden Thurgood, the shortstop. Hatch with the pitch. Ball one.
See, if he wasn't wearing a knee brace, I thought that it might be a good opportunity, just like the previous games we talked about, even yesterday and today, trying to get in this scoring position with 2 outs. It's usually a risk worth taking, where get you in a position where if you just get one hit, something goes through the infield and you score a run. I don't know if they're in that position to do that right now, but not a bad idea to try something like that. But
and that dribbles over to the pitcher, and he'll take it over to the first baseman himself for the out. And that'll end the inning. So no runs, 1 hit, and no errors, 1 stranded. Now we will go to the top of the third here on KSLSports.com. Jagger Mozingo will lead off here for the Silverwolves here in the top of the third inning. He's the second baseman, and it's the 8-9-1 hitters here in the order for Riverton, coming off of a loss to Lehigh, who was just outstanding defensively last night.
yeah, they didn't make any mistakes. I felt like they were on it last night. It's tough to beat a team when they don't make any mistakes. And
it was a shutout win and only allowed 1 hit.
Yep.
Riverton just could not get anything going, and their hit was the 3-hole hitter in the first inning. So the third at bat. Line drive to right field, and that's a leadoff single for, Kempson Pack is the leadoff man. So we're 9-1-2. Apologies there. Kempson with the hit, and he will come out as he's the catcher. McCade Ortiz. And Caleb Garcia, who pitched last night in relief, he's the speed runner for Pack.
Let's see what they do if they decide to bunt or if they're going to let him swing away. Of course, they're the top of the lineup. He might swing away. He might try to bunt. We'll see what they end up doing here. Looks like they're just going to let him swing, which now at 2-0, you're in a position where you're going to just let him, get his pitch.
Ortiz flew out to center field in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch. A blooper over to third. And the out.
That'll work as a bunt. They moved the guy over.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah. So not ideally how they wanted to do it, but he got the guy over without getting double play turned. Now you got the heart of their order coming up here with Gage, Bryce, and Cohen.
Yeah, Gage Zulo grounded to second. And then Bryce Mountier will be, he's in the on-deck circle. And tried to pick off, and he'll go to center field, so that'll send Garcia over to third. So now, a runner at third.
Looks like they weren't really communicating that well between the middle infield and the pitcher. Looks like that's what they're saying now. Seems like it was between second base and shortstop. Maybe there's some miscommunication there, which that happens, but there's got to be some ownership of the bag between the middle infield so that doesn't happen. But the challenge now is you're on third base, the sacrifice fly scores. So
right to the pitcher, over to first for out number 2.
yeah, playing in worked. I mean, obviously just went back to the pitcher, but trying to cut off the run, which they did. Now they're 2 outs. They steal more out, and they're out of the inning.
This is Bryce Mountier, who had a single back in the first inning. The first hit of the game for the Silverwolves. Driven to left field, and that is a foul ball. That'll even the count at 1-1.
That was close.
Yeah, it
Almost
was.
right on the line there.
Matter of feet. Here's the pitch. Ball 2.
Good take by Mountier there. Those off speed that kind of start on the plate and go off are hard to lay off, especially if you're thinking he's going to throw a fastball. So, good eye.
Sent to left center, and it'll drop for a base hit, and that'll be an RBI single for Bryce Mountier. So back-to-back singles for Bryce.
A little out in front there, too, but I ended up working out, getting a little duck fart down. So
There we go. Now we use it the
now
right
he used
way.
duck fart. It ended up working out pretty good, though. You get the run out of it. You'll take it how you can get it. But, he just threw his hands out there, low out front. But
People are probably tuning in saying, what is a duck fart? For those who weren't tuning in yesterday. Remember, we usually get a new audience every game. It's just a little blooper.
just a little blooper over the infield. That's a hit. It's a duck fart.
At least that was what they called it when Taylor played baseball, which was a long time ago.
Yep, very long time ago.
Two outs. Mountier on first. Here's the pitch. That one's way high into left center. The center fielder makes the catch for out number 3. So one stranded, one hit, and 1 run scored. And so it is the Silverwolves 1, Beetdiggers 0. We go to the bottom of the third here on KSLSports.com. Bottom of the order here for the Beetdiggers coming up. Gage Nalder will lead off with Aiden Thurgood. Nope, Aiden Thurgood will lead off. Gage Nalder already batted last inning. And then it'll be Easton Wortman, and then we go to the top of the order with Dallin Mulder.
Just need to try to find a way to get runners on, is what Jordan's saying. Hey, look, it's 1-0, so the game is still long from over here. But just got to start taking one pitch at a time, try to get some runners on. You know, maybe they'll try to manufacture that one run if they get a guy on here with a bunt or some way of getting to steal. But just got to start with one guy.
Foul to start the at-bat. One, two, the count now. Here's the pitch. Strike 3.
Right at the inside corner. That's a good pitch.
Backwards K there for Boston Hatch. His first strikeout of the game.
Looks like we got some new fans joining the game here in center field. Maybe Austin at some point will catch them and, straight out to center. They're just onlookers. They join the ball game from outside the stadium. Not trying to pay the ticket price.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're not going to buy a ticket? Kind of jacked up. Grounder to short and over to first for out number 2 for Easton Wortman. And now we go back to the top of the order with Dallin Mulder. He flew out to center field in his first at-bat.
So Boston he's been on it today so far. Throwing a lot of strikes, attacking hitters. Not doing anything crazy, just attacking hitters. You know, staying within the zone. Had a wild one there, but other than that, he's been on it.
Two on the count. 2 outs, nobody on. Here for Mulder.
Been about the first time all game that he's been behind. Usually he's been ahead, so kind of an interesting at bat here for Boston.
3-1. Now we go full.
It's good at bat by Mulder. Seeing
So
that ball
walk.
down, getting the full count, and getting that runner on first. See what they can do with it here.
Beckham Livingston grounded out to second back in the first inning. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1 to Livingston. One's inside, evens up the count at 1-1. And that'll end the inning.
Looks like he tried to run on him, then didn't think he was going to throw over again, and just wasn't able to get there quick enough. And Boston knew he was going, so picked him right off.
All right, that'll end the inning. We'll go to the top of the 4th. Coming up, Rocky Downs will lead off the Silverwolves here in the top of the 4th inning. Trevor Allen, Taylor Morris here with you. Austin Bigelow on the camera. And Rocky had a great bunt in his first at-bat in the 2nd inning where he reached base. Strike 1. One's into the turf. Ball 1. Or ball 2, excuse me. Here's the pitch.
Umpire's ready to go. He's showing everybody, hey, I'm not no Taylor Morris. I get off the bus. I get off the bus when it's 10 degrees. I can wear a ball and be just fine. Getting everybody fired up, getting both teams fired up. Umpire's like, hey, yeah, let me step out. Watch this rocket of an arm back to the pitcher.
Jeez.
Love to see that. What a stud. What a stud behind the plate umpiring the game today.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. He goes down swinging for out number 1.
But I do know he's telling himself that, man, that really hurt.
Oh, that hurt a little bit.
That hurt. I can't show weakness.
Now Ryder Sand, he reached via error and then was picked off. Chopper over to first. Out number 2.
Both pitchers are pitching a good game today. I know that Riverton's got the run, but it's kind of on a blue pit. I mean, overall, both pitchers have stayed in the zone, avoiding walks. Both pitching a solid game, just both the offenses need to pick it up, to help them out.
Swing and a miss. This to Braden Gillespie. He flew out to second in his first at-bat. Outside, ball 1.
Couple of good takes there by Gillespie. Looking for that pitch. Hopefully he gets something he likes here is kind of what he's looking for.
Here's the 2-1. Strike 2.
Pitch on the outside corner. It's a tough pitch to hit. Now he's just got to battle up. Carter's throwing he's throwing a good game. He's continuing to attack.
Over to short. Play made at first, and that'll end the inning. And a stranded runner, and that's it. And that'll end the top of the 4th. We'll go to the bottom with Jordan coming to the plate next here on KSLSports.com. Beckham Livingston will come back to the plate. He did appear in the last inning, but a pickoff at first base ended the inning. So he gets to finish his at-bat. This time in the bottom of the 4th.
This time in the bottom of the 4th, you got that right. Good job. Proud of you.
Well, I appreciate that.
Life's all about learning.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot this week.
Good and bad.
You read my mind. So we'll see Livingston, Cade Carter, and Isaac Salazar, the heart of the order, 2, 3, 4. And then if we get to a 4th batter, it'll be C.J. Sumner, the designated hitter. Strike 1 from Boston Hatch. Only 1 strikeout for each pitcher so far.
Just pitching to contact, letting the defense work. That's what both the pitchers are doing.
Grounder to short, over to first, and that's out number 1.
See if Cade can help himself out here on the mound.
Went inside for ball 1. A little high. Lifted into left field. And the catch is made by Cohen Allred for out number 2.
Got ourselves an old-fashioned pitcher's duel here.
Seems like it. Yeah, and the last that we checked on the pitchers count, it was very similar. I think it was like a 2-pitch difference between the two pitchers.
Yeah, right now for Boston, we're only at 40. So you can see both these pitchers go all 7.
Yeah, he'll have to have 1 day's rest so far.
This is, I think, where more of that strategy comes in, too, because it depends on when you want to use these pitchers again, and you also got to get the win.
Well, it's also hard in that elimination game because you're trying to do everything you can to win. So you're throwing out your aces and everything to try and keep you going, but then you win and you use up a lot of your arms. What do you do after that?
That's where the depth comes in. Whoever's got the most depth is going to be able to, or whoever was able to reserve or save a lot of their pitches, earlier in the week, going to be able to use some of their top talent to get them deeper into the tournament.
Over to short. Too high. So now he'll go over to second. So he'll get a single and then reach second on an error, because I'm guessing how they'll score it.
I don't know. I think that was an error, personally.
Just an error total?
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
And
okay.
that's where they scored it. That's a play you got to make. But it's not the easiest play, but a play he's hoping to have back.
Mark that down as an E6.
That's play number 25, C.J. Sumner.
And C.J. Sumner will come to the plate with a runner in scoring position to try and tie this ball game. With 2 outs.
Good chance for them just to try to get a run here and get it tied up.
Yeah, because another issue that could happen tomorrow, as you look at the bracket, so as soon as you go into the loser's bracket, you then play again at 1:30. So for this one, it'll be playing at 1:30, and then the winner of that will then have to turn around and play at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Same with the 11 a.m. You have to turn around. So tomorrow, you could potentially have 2 games.
Yeah, that's
before having a break.
Exactly. That's where the depth comes in. You know what I mean? If you get that deep into the tournament, you got to have the depth to be able to throw the pitchers and throw guys that have had experience in the regular season pitching.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Here for Sumner.
In Boston, that hasn't phased him. I know he's an underclassman sophomore, but he gave up the error here, and it hasn't mattered. He's gone back and thrown 2 strikes. Looks like he's staying pretty composed out there, in command of the mound.
One goes inside, ball 1. Fouled off.
Continuing to fight, not going down easy.
Still 1-2, 2 outs. Runner on second, that's Salazar.
The longer this bat goes on, Sumner gets more and more. You get more confident. As the bat goes on, because you've seen all of his stuff. You don't have a problem protecting, so the advantage goes to the batter as this bat goes on. More foul balls.
That's Wendy's foul ball. Return that foul ball to the announcer's booth. Referee Frosty.
Can never have enough Wendy's.
Frosties.
Or Wendy's in general, too.
Oh, yeah. I had that last night on my way home. After 11 hours of broadcasting baseball.
Please tell me you got a small Frosty with your coupon.
I actually left it here on accident.
Man.
So, no, I did not.
You ruined
I left it on the
night.
table. It's sitting right there. You can see it.
You messed up big time.
I know I did. but I'll probably save it for my kids anyway.
Good pitch there by Boston.
Over to second. Get it over to first, and that'll end the inning. So one stranded, but no runs scored. Still 1-0 Riverton as we go to the top of the fifth here on KSLSports.com. Here for the Silverwolves, he's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Grounder to short. Over to first. I feel like we've seen this before.
First, one pitch, one out. I feel like
we're back to last night, just warmer.
Riverton just
and sunnier.
That's true. They like to swing early in the count. All of the guys have. I mean, that's the reason why that they said at the beginning of the inning their pitch count's 38.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Looking right now, 39. So that was 38 before that at bat. 39 pitches, and we're almost through the fifth. So they like to swing early in the count. I don't know if that's the level of discussion. I mean, I guess if you're scoring runs, it doesn't matter. But I don't know. Just food for thought.
Goes right to the pitcher, right in his glove. Cade Carter will fling it over to the first baseman for out number 2. That was just a casual.
Flip over there. Yeah, he made that look really cool.
So Pack is down. And then McCade Ortiz. So back to the top of the order. He's 0 for 2.
Couple good takes there by McCade, getting a 2-0.
Here's the 2-0. And that'll be a base hit as he's heading over to second as the left fielder throws it over to second, and it won't make it in time. So a double. A 2-out double, to be exact, for McCade Ortiz.
Got around the ball there, got it down the line. Nice swing. Nice play by the outfielder for Jordan in Beckham because, I mean, he slid and knocked that down. I mean, he had a chance to get him out at second. I mean, he got in a little late, but to do the little slide and to pick it up and throw it in it's not the easiest thing to do.
Now Gage Zulo coming to the plate with a chance to bring in a runner with 2 outs.
He's looking to just not do too much here. Just stay within myself, get my pitch, something I can drive, try to get through the infield so I can get one more run on the board.
And that'll even the count.
And for Jordan, Cade, he knows that, hey, we got 2 outs, so still try to pitch the contact here. I think he can try to still pitch around him if he wants to, but last thing you want to do is walk. You're still trying to be aggressive. The hard part is you got the heart of the order coming up too, so it's not like you can really afford to give him a free pass. If you were getting near the bottom of the lineup, that's a little bit different story. But
well, now another thing you got to keep in mind too is that as they're heading to the heart of the order, which Zulo's the start of it, but if you get out of this inning, you're for sure going to deal with the heart of the order next inning.
For sure. But I would rather face the heart of the order in a brand new inning than
having a runner in scoring position and all that.
Yeah, because that's usually when those guys in the heart of the order are at their best is when there's guys on and have a chance to produce runs. Not saying they can't hit home runs and whatnot, but just, rather just start them out fresh.
Either way, you're going to have to deal with them.
It's true. Either way, you're going to have to deal with them. Yep.
And a foul ball, you can hear a little boom. I brought the noise today.
You did. You got the sound effects.
I tried to make a dart noise. Yeah, a dart.
A dart noise.
Yeah, whatever. A dart. Pew pew.
Hey,
that one's actually from
say,
Dane Stewart. That wasn't from me.
I was going to say, you didn't make that sound earlier.
I'm glad we don't have a camera here in the booth looking at us. Like some broadcasts you'd see.
I mean, we learned what a sentinel is.
Yep, we did.
And it really could be anything.
I'm pretty sure we know what a silver wolf is and a beet digger. So a beet digger could be a great office reference as well. I'm sure a certain character on The Office would love that mascot.
Does that rhyme with right?
Something like that.
That's a tough play.
Pretty much a bunt, but ends up making the play anyway. So that's a single.
Yeah, not much the pitcher can do there. And he made the right decision. The last thing you want to do is try to make that throw, and there's like almost a 0% chance you're going to make that play. Try to fake the throw, see if you can backdoor the guy at third, see if he's off the base. I mean, he wasn't, but it's better than trying to throw it over there and make an error, and then it becomes a disaster. Just give yourself another at bat here to fight. Still got 2 outs for Jordan. You just need 1 out to get out of the inning. And now for Riverton, a chance to capitalize with Bryce here up to the plate.
One the count here for Bryce Mountier. 2 for 2 with an RBI, pair of singles.
He's definitely singing the ball well today. The 2 hits. So, chance for him to get another run for him. Carter's now up to 52 pitches, too. So now you're, could be pushing the 85 here in the next couple innings. We'll see what they end up doing.
Definitely threatening. That paper went around here somewhere. I'll find it. And safe.
It's that's fascinating there because they ran that play last night, that same one, and then they ran it already earlier in this game, and then they did it again. For Riverton, you got to make sure that that's probably going to come. So you got to just, if you would have got picked off, that would have been really bad, especially since they already saw that play earlier.
That one by the pitcher. Carter will make the catch, and that'll end the inning. So runners on the corners are stranded, but no runs scored. And now we will go to the bottom of the 5th here on KSLSports.com. Leading off for the Beetdiggers will be Jaden Montoya. And he'll bunt over to third, but can't get there in time. So out number 1 on a bunt attempt.
It's a good idea. Try to get a runner, but just looked like they kind of knew it was coming. He was playing up third baseman, and he bunted a little too hard. And third baseman just made routine play there to get him out at first.
One the count. That one is way high. Still in the infield, but first baseman makes the catch in Mountier for out number 2.
Boston's making quick work. He's pitch count is still low, and just not having any problems really just attacking these hitters right now. I don't see how he doesn't go all 7, but maybe they'll have, especially if it stays a 1-0 ball game, I don't see how you can take him out.
And that'll be a base hit. As Aiden Thurgood will get a single. A 1-out single, or 2-out single, excuse me. And just like that, the tying run is at first base. The go-ahead run is at the dish. And that is Easton Wortman. He grounded to short in his last at-bat.
See if they can build off that hit and string a couple together here to get a run. There goes another one.
That one's crushed into right center. And that'll be a single, but that'll bring Thurgood over to third. At least they limited the damage of not having to, you know, the throw from right field was able to be made so that a double wasn't there.
Yeah.
But you do have runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
Yeah, I mean,
Coach Crya, yeah, he's coming out. We'll see if he'll take the ball.
I don't see how he does. I think he just comes out to just tell him, hey, this is the position we're in. Attack this guy. You know, maybe there's some intel he's got on the hitter, just like, hey, throw this or attack here. You know, if they know. But he's just saying, hey, look, you know, let's play deep. We get the out at first or second here on a force. Let's attack this guy, and let's get out of the inning. So I don't see them taking the pitcher out anytime soon. I think that he's been pitching so well. I think he just needs to get himself out of the jam here is what he's telling him. And for Jordan, it's just one more hit, and you got to run, right? So, and you're right back into this game, tied. And you got the top of your order up. So big time opportunity for Mulder to step up here, being one of the top players for the team.
As we go to the top of the order. Strike. So Thurgood is at third. Speed runner for Jordan is at first, since Wortman's a catcher. And Mulder is 0 for 1.
Yeah.
Also reached base on balls, but then he was picked off.
Boston right back in the zone, 0-2. It's a tough spot to be in for Mulder. Now he's just got to protect. Boston's just trying to stay away here. He's not going to throw or shouldn't be throwing anything close to the plate. Try to get him a chase on a curveball in the dirt or a high fastball or something. Yeah, it's a great pitch off the plate. That's exactly where you want to put it. Tough pitch to take, but yeah.
So a backwards K for Hatch, and that'll end the inning. 2 runners stranded, running out of opportunities. Riverton will try to get some insurance runs. We'll find out if they do after this. Cohen Allred will lead off here for the Silverwolves. He's 0 for 2. Here in the top of the 6th. Trying to get some insurance runs.
Oh, what a...
And that one is absolutely crushed. It's going back, and it is gone. It hits the scoreboard, and that's a solo shot home run to lead off the inning for Cohen Allred.
Man, talking about just a massive hit there at the right time, too. That you needed some insurance runs, and, man, he destroyed that ball. Off the scoreboard. Well, I guess off the net. That's why the net's there.
Yeah, there's a good reason. And now it's 2-0. So there's the insurance run.
Yeah.
To extend the lead. And a great way to lead off the inning that was a one-pitch start of the inning.
He saw what he wanted and he smacked it.
Yeah, I would say that was probably about 360.
Yeah, at least.
Grounder to short, over to first. And Rocky Downs is down. No pun intended. For out number 1.
Coming to the plate, number 4, Ryder Sand.
Ryder Sand now. He reached on an error back in the 2nd inning. And grounded out in the 4th.
You know, Cade Carter, he has pitched a good game. I know he's gave up the 2 and he gave up the home run, but, you know, you couldn't ask for much more out of him today with how he's pitched.
He has been solid today.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to give up the home run there, but other than that, I feel like he's pitched really well.
Roller to short, and it's there in time, so he's safe for a single. Still a good job making the play, just couldn't get there in time, and that's also a credit to the speed of Ryder Sand.
Good effort, too, from the shortstop, but that's a tough play. Cross your body after sliding. You got to have incredible arm strength to be able to get it there. He had the right idea, keeping it on the turf, try to bounce it, but yeah, Ryder just beat it out.
So technically, Taylor, we've had a home run in each of our first 2 games today.
We have.
I mean, one of them was inside the park.
We'll take it.
It's still a home run.
It's all the same in the box score. In the book, a home run's a home run. You don't have to tell anybody you didn't hit it out of the park.
I mean, pretty much did. But he's also got some wheels.
Yeah, it's true.
And then we had 2 yesterday in 2 separate games.
Love seeing the long ball, you know.
Yeah.
But also love some strategy, too, along with it. We're going to give some props to number 5 out there. Look at that effort. Again, I'm going to continue to do this. We're giving some shout-out to the underclassmen probably that are hustling out there to get those foul balls. Number 5, Tegan Kemp. Great work, Tegan. Great effort.
Yeah, we do like to shout out the ones that don't get a lot of credit.
Yep. But they're putting in that work.
Pickoff attempt. Braden Gillespie. As they try to go.
Might try to go to third here.
He might go to third.
Oh, nope.
It's hard when you don't have a base coach at second.
Yeah.
But Coach Cry even told him over there, he's like, stop.
Hold up. Yep.
Give him the stop sign.
Well, and you got one out, and you're on second now. So a base hit scores. The only thing you'd like is if you get to third and you can score the sacrifice fly. But even here with the base hit, you score a run. So that's probably what they're hoping for here.
Gillespie. Looks like that'll be a base hit. It'll drop between left field and center field. And that'll bring in a run. So an RBI single for Braden Gillespie. And it's 3-0 Riverton.
Just doing what they need to do here. That's the thing. That's kind of a funny thing about baseball, right? Is you get an error like that, and then he gets on second, and of course they get a hit and score him. So sometimes it's just poetic like that, where one little mistake costs you. So it's that's tough for Jordan, but they got to just dig deep here and get out and hope we get some runners next inning.
Coming to the plate for the Silverwolves, number 11, Tate Shields.
So it looks like we have a pinch runner for Jagger Mazingo.
And a pinch hitter, it looks like. Tate Shields coming into the ball game.
Yep, number 11. Strike one.
Here's a runner. I feel like he dropped it and was hiding it, but I don't think the umpire could see it. Huh. Maybe he held on to it. I don't know. It just looked like he was kind of searching for the ball, like it was on the ground.
Coach Cry is talking to the umpire.
Riverton fans sure feel like he dropped the ball as well. It's hard. It's a hard call as an umpire because you can't see the ball. You don't really know.
So they're saying he's out.
Correct. I mean, good on second baseman to kind of just stick with it. And if he did drop it, he sold it.
Yeah, and that was Gillespie. So that's 2 outs. Tate Shields. 2-2 count. So Deuces Wild.
Get your hats ready. There you go. Look at that. We got some Deuces Wild down there. You'd love to see it. Every team's got their own Deuces Wild, type of superstition that they do, which is a lot of fun. A lot of people don't know that about baseball.
Yeah. For those who don't know what Deuces Wild is, it's two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Yep.
Now, what if there was 2 on?
Oh, man. Then you
with 2 runs. Because Riverton has everything but the 2 on. They have 2 runs.
Well, they have 3 runs.
Is that like a royal flush? Oh, it is 3, yeah. That's right.
But if they had to, then technically, yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Prior to
I like
that
where your
solo
head's at.
home run.
I like where your head's at, Trevor.
And that's a swing and a miss, so strike 3. That'll end the inning. A bunch of what-ifs that came out to be nothing anyway.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah. We'll come back with the bottom of the inning after this here on KSLSports.com. Beckham Livingston will lead off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. He's 0 for 2, a couple of groundouts. And Boston Hatch still pitching. He might go complete. Where's he at on pitch count, Taylor?
I'm just waiting for game changer to update here, but
Got to wait for this pitch right here. And that's a strike 1 to start the inning.
game changer's thinking. We'll figure it out eventually. 61.
61 now?
Yeah,
62?
So he theoretically could get through this whole game.
And I still can't find that paper that has the pitch count rules.
It's under 85, so that's all I got to worry about right now, I think, for Hatch.
I think I know where it is. It's over in that pile of papers, and I don't want to go through them right now. But I believe, if memory serves right, he's on 2 days rest right now. He's in that threshold. Because then he can go to 85 with 2 days rest, and then on the 86th, you might as well go the whole distance, and then it's 86 to 110, and you can finish the batter once you hit the 110. But then that's 3 days rest.
Yeah, and they're hoping, let's just hopefully get the rest of this game under 85, and that way we can use him again after 2 days rest.
Yeah, because Jordan's down to their final 6 outs. And it's inside for a ball. We go full here to Livingston. Still a chance here for the Beetdiggers. Just got to start getting on base. Chopper to third. And over to first for out number 1. So 5 outs remaining for the Beetdiggers. That'll bring Cade Carter to the plate. He is 0 for 2.
That's plate number 24, Pete Carter.
And that'll be foul.
Long way to get there.
That went way to the wall, too. That was close. Just a couple of feet back and a couple of feet to the right, and you got yourself a home run.
Well, I mean, even if it goes to the fence foul, we just call it a long strike.
Yeah.
We used to call that. It's a long strike. So, really just to give ourselves confidence that hey, even if that dude just hit a missile off us, it was foul.
That one goes into the similar area, but the diving catch is made by the left fielder, all red.
Looks like he was struggling with that one. Sometimes the ball is knuckling, and it looked like that ball was maybe knuckling a bit, where he's like, is it going to go up or down? And it's kind of hard judgment, especially when the ball's hit hard like that. So good for him to adjust.
And also the sun is starting to come back this way.
Sun doesn't help there either.
Coming behind us, and so it'll probably for the 4:30 game, it'll be in their eyes. Or start heading down that way. Which that 4:30 game feature a couple of upset seeds. Number 7, Skyridge. Number 11, Corner Canyon. Region 3 showdown. I'll have that for you right here on KSLSports.com. At least I will. Because Taylor's got to go coach, which I don't blame him. So for those tuning in tonight for that game, be nice to me, please.
Yeah, I had signed up to coach my kids.
Hey, I get it, man.
What do you do?
There's a reason why I don't coach mine, though, because I'm working. It's not to say I don't want to coach my kids.
Family isn't listening, right?
No, they're definitely not tuning in. I got one still in school. The other one's at daycare, and my wife does not tune into me anymore. At least my son better not be tuning in.
He should be at school.
Yeah. Crushed into center field. And the diving catch. What a play by Zulo.
Wow, what a play. That was incredible diving catch.
And that will end the inning.
What a catch.
Wow.
Yeah, the fans are loving it, especially this girl down with the purple hair. She's all Riverton down. Love it. She's out here supporting her team.
Oh, hey. There you go. There you go. All right, we will go to the top of the 7th after this here on KSLSports.com. Coming to the plate, Kempson Pack. As we go to the 9-1-2 hitters here for Riverton. As they're trying to secure a spot into tomorrow. Roller over to second for out number 1.
Another first pitch swing. What do you know?
I feel like we've seen this movie before.
Yeah, at least they got the lead tonight. I guess today. It's not tonight yet, but.
Well, last night they didn't, and had to turn around and play at 1:30 today after getting done around 10:30 last night.
A late night.
They didn't get started till like 8:15.
Yeah, it was a late night.
But so far we've stayed pretty much on schedule. I think we started this one like, 10 minutes late?
Yeah, not bad, especially compared to last night. It was an hour and a half.
Yeah, we were an hour and a half behind last night. And the next start time isn't for another hour and 20 minutes. Grounder. Out number 2. So 1-2 down for Ortiz.
And Carter's just at 70 pitches, so.
Yeah, well, at this rate, especially if you're Jordan, you're still trying to come back in this thing.
You're not really worried about the pitches at this point. You're just trying to get out so you can try to get some runs.
Throwing your arms, and then you've got to rely on your offense to get some runs going.
Exactly.
Now Zulo, who just made that great diving catch in center field, and Isaac Salazar was very upset going back to the dugout.
I don't blame him.
At the end of the inning, and I would be too.
Sucks when someone makes a good play on you.
Because he hit that pretty hard, and it looked like that was going to be at least a double.
Be in the gap, yep.
But he tracked that down and made a great catch. 0-2 the count now. With 2 outs, nobody on. Here for Carter. And here's the pitch. And that'll be a strike 3. I thought I heard a ding. But I'm up here, so either way.
Jordan's got their work cut out of him for the bottom of the 7th. See what they can do here.
Jordan down to their final out. Final 3 outs. We'll see what happens coming up after this here on KSLSports.com. Before we head to the bottom of the 7th, Want to remind you, our coverage brought to you by Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 2.75% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. Tab responsibly. Visit tabbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC. And also, while we all love spending time supporting our high school teams, Wadup's Insurance Agency is the team that will support and help protect you, whether it's your business, home, rental, properties, cars, or recreational vehicles. Wadup's Insurance Agency is the local insurance pro you can count on. Call or text us at 801-683-3663 to evaluate your insurance program. Leading off for the Beetdiggers with their final 3 outs, potentially, is C.J. Sumner. And he is 1 for 2. He's got a single and a ground out. And a foul off. Probably into the parking lot.
Yeah, somebody's car.
Well, I know it's not mine. Although I did park a little bit closer, but it'd have to go past the road on University Parkway before it hits mine.
I think you might be safe.
Yeah, I think we're all okay. If you're planning on coming to the ballpark tomorrow, get here early, because there are graduations at the Marriott Center tomorrow. So parking will be premium.
Good take by Sumner here. Just got to, again, you can't change this game with one swing. So don't try to overdo it here. Either get on for the walk, a nice solid swing. Just be a good teammate here, because you're going to need more than just yourself. And for Boston, it's just you keep attacking just like you have been. You can't, starting off with a walk here is not going to be good. You got to stay in the zone.
Here's the pitch. Fouled off once again. The count goes full. Here's the payoff. And a ball 4.
Sumner does his job, gets on. So just the rest of the team's going to pick him up now.
Jaden Montoya is 0 for 2. He'll come to the plate. A fly out to right field and a ground out to third. And Sumner will get a pinch runner. It's number 5 for the Beetdiggers. Tegan Kemp.
That was our guy earlier, the one hustling down the.
Oh, yeah. Now he gets to appear in the game.
Look at him.
Trying to score a run here for the Beetdiggers. Inside ball 1.
Something to look out here. Boston's got 79 pitches.
Oh, so he's got.
So they got some warming up out there right now.
He's got 6 left. Now 5. Potentially 4, depending on how delayed the stats are.
And I think they might go to this kid in the bullpen to save him so they didn't have to take 3 days rest.
Yeah, I think something's going to have to change here unless you're just going to ride it. It's something Coach Cry is going to have to think long and hard about.
Yep.
And a strike. So 3-1's the count.
Yep, he's up to, that was 82nd pitch.
Okay, so
he's got 3 more.
He can be at 85, and then that's where you cap him off. If you're going to keep him, then he goes into that threshold of 3 days rest. And out number 1. So that's what, 84 now?
That was 83.
83. So 1 out. And Aiden Thurgood. He had a single. And he struck out looking earlier in the game. That's the 84th pitch. Going to find out right now what Coach Cry is thinking. Pitch number 85 is a foul. 1-1 the count, 1 out, 1 on. I feel like this is like Deuce's Wild, but with a 1 instead. Singles Wild.
Singles wild. There you go. You're just making stuff up. I love it.
Strike, and that looks like that should be 86.
It is.
So Coach Crya is going to ride this out no matter what, and 3 days rest now will be required for Boston Hatch. Fouled off. Stay alive at the plate. Gage Nalder. So it's not third good. I skipped a guy. Apologies, Gage. He's 0 for 2.
Send all your complaints
to
Trevor.
Yeah, to Taylor's email. No, if people want to complain, they know where to go. Because it does come into my inbox, if you're wondering. Yes, it does.
Or if you just want to tell us how much you love the stream and want to shoot us an email.
That would be even better. I'd appreciate that. Because we're not perfect. Down to 2 outs. The game-tying run is in the batter circle. Or the on-deck circle, excuse me. Yeah, I've got softball later this week, too, so I've got to now.
You're a busy guy.
Rather than mound, I've got to get used to pitching circle.
Yeah. Maybe watch some YouTube videos, get your mind right.
I did the softball championships last year, but, yeah, it's definitely different. Over to second, and double play, and that'll end the game. So a 4-6-3 double play, and Riverton survives, and Jordan's season will come to an end with a final score of 3-0. Taylor, with that in mind, we have a Tab Bank Player of the Game to give out.
Yeah, it's got to be Boston Hatch.
Yeah?
I mean, he threw all 7.
You seem to go with defense and pitching.
The pitchers, I just love it though, because look, if you don't put up 0 there and have a good game of pitching, he gives his team a chance to win. All he had to do was score 3 runs, and he held it down for him. So I think it's a no-brainer for me. It's Boston Hatch.
I'm going to give an honorable mention to Cohen Allred for that solo shot.
That was a nice home run for sure. I can see that as well. But without Boston, holding 0 runs, I mean, he did it all himself.
All right, so that will move Riverton into tomorrow. And they will play the loser of American Fork and Lehigh tomorrow at 1:30 right here at Miller Field. So, Taylor, any final thoughts before you go coach your kid?
Well, I can't wait to be back tomorrow. But Riverton came in and they did exactly what they needed to do last night, which was get ahead. They kept attacking, right? They're still swinging a lot of pitches early in the count, but if you're hitting the ball, it doesn't really matter. But they made some clean plays. Jordan, some plays they didn't make, but Boston was lights out. I mean, he shut them down the whole game. So.
All right, and shout out to Coach Fratto. I know he's not listening because he just waved at us,
Yep.
and he doesn't have his phone in his hand.
Yep.
But
always a pleasure to see that legend.
Yeah, it is absolutely a baseball legend in the high school sports scene. And so for Taylor Morris, Austin Bigelow, I'm Trevor Allen. Tune in about an hour, and we will have Game 3 of our quadruple header. That will feature the winner's bracket game, so not an elimination. Number 11, Corner Canyon, taking on number 7, Sky Ridge. We'll talk to you then here on KSLSports.com.